All right, hello Taurus. We are going to do a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We are going to focus on the person on your mind. So, whether you're in a relationship with this person or not, this is how this individual feels about you. So, who is Taurus thinking about romantically, please? Who is Taurus thinking about? Who is on Taurus's mind? Who is Taurus thinking about romantically? Okay, so possibly another Taurus energy here. We have the Hierophant. What's going on with this Hierophant energy? What is going on with this person? So you could be, like I said, another Taurus, or they're in this energy of Taurus, which is the Hierophant, possibly focusing on work. With the Three of Pentacles coming out. So focusing on work, goals, there's something that I feel like there's something that's being built here. So this could be like projects at work, or they're getting help or helping others to work on something. I feel like building projects or just building something. Something's being built. It could be with you. It could be working on the relationship, working on the connection with you. So, if you're married or something like that, or in a committed relationship, I could also see possibly like expecting like children or something like that. How does this person feel about Taurus romantically? How does this person feel for Taurus? What are their feelings for Taurus? Ace of Cups. Okay, so well, let's see what the rest of the cards say. Clarify Ace of Cups as this person's feelings for Taurus, please. How does this person feel for Taurus? Six of Cups. Okay, so I am seeing like, so this could be like two different. It could really be my readings are always multiple stories because it's more than one person watching. So it's not going to be a whole storyline because that doesn't really make sense. For some of you, this is a new person or a newer person, a newer connection. I feel like they really like you. Others of you, again, I can see possible pregnancy. There's like a family situation here. There's children or children that are being expected. But I'm feeling like a coziness, building your home together, building like physically maybe planning and building an actual home, buying a plot of land, doing the architecture and all that stuff for it, the planning out, whatever that's called, the layout. But outside of that, it's like something that is either being worked on or building. This could also be someone from your past that's thinking about you that wants to work on the connection here. They may even want to, if it's someone from your past that still has feelings for you, they want to work on the connection. They could even want to maybe talk to like a counselor or something like that to try to help salvage the relationship. What actions is this person taking towards Taurus? What actions is this person, or they're getting help from other people, like advice from maybe parental figures or people that they feel they trust, they think, they feel that they're wise and could give good advice. But yeah, again, Four of Wands, Eight of Wands, this is somebody who wants to move in, or you guys are moving in. Things are moving forward. I mean, so far everything is looking good. What is their true intention? What is this person's true intention towards Taurus? What is their true intention towards Taurus, please? Judgment. Tell us about Judgment. Ten of Cups. Judgment and Ten of Cups. I feel like this person wants it all. They want a family. They want to get married. They want to move in. They want, if you're doing that, then that's what's happening. It's like I don't really see. I see some nostalgic energy. So thinking about you if you're not together, maybe wanting to give you gifts, give you something. I mean, we are in the holiday season for those of you who celebrate any kind of holidays around this time. There's giving of gifts here, there's getting together with family, possibly traveling, some of you to go and meet family. I also see someone may possibly want some type of a second chance here too with the judgment, or they're just making a judgment call that they want this relationship. there's a decision that they do want this relationship. It just looks like moving forward. There could be a reconciliation, or like a moving forward and feeling good and feeling happy about the connection. What is the energy between Taurus and this person? What is the energy between Taurus? Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is really the only negative card that I'm seeing so far in this reading. And it could be something here to do with balance. There's something here to do with balance with the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So I don't know, like balance in the connection between the two of you, equal give and take. It looks like it's equal. This person may want to try harder to provide more or give more if you felt like they weren't, or maybe you want to, or the both of you are discussing ways to come together and make this relationship work. Because I am seeing compromise. So I'm seeing someone wanting a second chance, or working on the connection and compromise. And it may take, some going back and forth, some listening, some talking and some listening on both parts. But I see someone fighting. I see a fighting for the connection. And if there's other people involved, because there's just like holidays going on, like people coming over, excuse me, for the holidays, or just like, getting gifts for people. I see just a lot of kind of daily, just keeping afloat because it's December and there's a lot of people coming around, and there's a lot of extra money being spent because it's the holidays, stuff like that. What does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? And if you're not talking to this person, then it's possible that then there's like a struggle between someone who wants an equal give and take, and then someone who doesn't want to. Someone who's kind of like, someone who's saying, I want you to give more, I want you to do more, I want more attention, or do more around the house. And then someone else is kind of like, gets defensive about it. As what you need to know, Six of Swords is Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands. So I feel like you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus. I get strong Taurus and Libra, but it could be anybody. Just this is the energy I'm getting. I feel like there's a discussion, like someone wants to talk here. This Queen of Swords wants to talk. And there's something about balance again, balancing out. I feel like there is victory after a conversation, after working something out with someone, after you guys being clear on your intentions, clear on, because I do see like a reconciliation, and once there's a conversation and a clearing of the air, being truthful and honest, then the Seven of Wands goes to the Six of Wands. It looks like it's victorious. It works out. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anything really crazy. I'm seeing someone who wants to work something out with you, wants a second chance, or wants to work something out with you. They want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to come towards you. They want to move in, or they want a relationship. But there is a situation here where there's like someone who's either defensive, or they maybe get easily defensive if someone kind of tells them, or this could be you being defensive because this is the energy of the connection. Maybe this is you, Taurus, in the Seven of Wands, but it's like someone who either gets really defensive, someone is defensive, they're blocking, or someone who's really trying very hard to fight for this. Someone could have a lot of demands. There may just be a lot of demands and just trying to keep up again, like with maybe different people coming at you, or coming at this person for help, for money, for this, for that. A lot of, again, just a lot of bills. It's December, gifts, spending money, those kinds of things. Let's go through the signs and see how the signs are feeling about Taurus. How do the signs feel about Taurus? I feel like someone's saying, "I've learned my lesson, Taurus. I'm sorry. I know I was wrong. I did wrong. I learned. I'm struggling without you. Can we work this out?" How does Aries feel about Taurus, please? How does Aries feel? Worth waiting for? You may be meeting a new Aries, or again, they feel like you're worth the fight, you're worth fighting for, you're worth, they want to work it out. If you're dealing with a Taurus, how does that Taurus feel about Taurus watching? We have drama, and it says, "I have too much drama in my life. I'm trying to stay out of it." So there could be drama with a Taurus going on, possibly like in the workplace. There could be gossip or just like people talking. So drama with Taurus. If there's drama between you and a Taurus, they may be trying to stay out of it, and that's where the Seven of Wands is coming in. How does Gemini feel about Taurus? We have erased, and it says, "I deleted everything that reminded you of me." So if you're dealing with a Gemini, I feel like a Gemini could have moved on, but I also feel like they're trying to move on because they still think about you, in the best way for them to, their judgment call here is to wipe like pictures out, wipe the like a clean slate. Like they just don't want to think about it. How does Cancer feel about Taurus? How does Cancer feel? We have "I love you," and it says, "I love you more than I've ever found a way to say." I feel like a Cancer, if you're not with a Cancer right now, there is a Cancer who's very nostalgic over you. They feel at home. They love you. They don't want anybody else. If you're dealing with a Leo, how does Leo feel about Taurus? We have "only you," and it says, "I'm not seeing anyone else," if that's what you're wondering. How does Virgo feel about Taurus, please? How does Virgo feel? True love. How does Libra feel about Taurus? How does Libra feel? You got away. And so it says, "You're the one that got away. I'll look for you in the next life." So again, I'll leave, like, air energy is typically going to be very logical. And so if there was drama or something went down, it's like they may not be doing a whole lot of chasing, but they do feel like you're the one that got away, or they have to like they have to do things to try to move on and not think about you. How does a Scorpio feel about Taurus, please? How does Scorpio feel? Unintentional. And it says, "I never meant to hurt you. I'm not who you think I am." So I feel like a Scorpio misses you. There's regrets, misunderstandings. They want to work something out. How does Sagittarius feel about Taurus? How does Sagittarius feel about Taurus? We have "no escape," and it says, "It doesn't matter how far I run. My heart always comes back to you." And that could be what this is. It's like someone who's trying to like keep you at arm's length. And I really hate to give those kinds of messages because I feel like it's really ridiculous when someone likes someone or loves someone, wants to be with someone, but then they push them away and they don't. Most situations, that's not the case. Most of the time, when somebody wants someone, they go after them. This could be a situation where someone just feels like a Sag just feels like it's in their best interest to go in another direction, but they end up not doing that because they still think about you here. They still want to give to this. They still want attention from you. How does Capricorn feel about Taurus? How does Capricorn feel? Double life. And it says, "I'm living a double life and I'm a different person in each." Okay, so with a Capricorn, the energy is real weird. You could be asking they could be someone who they don't necessarily have to be living like a whole nother double life and have family. Maybe some of them do. But I feel like there's a Capricorn that's not honest about something. And if you try to reach out to this Capricorn to get answers, or when you talk to them, they become very defensive, they gaslight. Or you could be the one pushing away a Capricorn and they could be stalking you. and nobody knows that they have like this obsession. So I feel like it's one of those two stories. So if you are blocking a Capricorn, they're probably stalking you. If you're trying to if you're trying to have a conversation with the Capricorn and they're gaslighting, it's because they're lying about something. There's something going on with that Capricorn. They have something going on that's, it could be another family. It could be that it could be addictions that they're hiding, something that they're hiding. How does Aquarius feel about Taurus? How does Aquarius feel about Taurus? And we have a player. So it says, I'm choosing to keep an emotional distance and play the field. So Aquarius could be coming across very cold and distant because they like to have a lot of attention, and they're a player here with the Six of Wands. So maybe not very good energy with Capricorn and Aquarius here. So, how does Pisces feel about Taurus, please? How does Pisces feel? We have worried, and it says, I'm worried that it may be too late to make things right. So, I feel like a Pisces really wants to have a conversation, but they may feel like you may have moved on. They may feel like, well, you get a lot of attention. Taurus gets a lot of attention. They probably have moved on and they have another partner. So let's get a few more cards here. Tell us about expectation came flying out. Okay, so someone could, I don't really know where this goes. I was kind of looking in this direction. So with expectation, this could be a situation where, again, I was talking about possibly some like a birth of a child, or someone expecting a baby. So I'm kind of getting that here. I feel like you're in a relationship with this person or you're married. So there's like expectation of children. And if that's not what this is about, the other way the Taurus card is could be read, because the Taurus, the Hierophant brings lessons, and it's lessons about values, your standards, values that you were taught as a child, values that you still hold, or don't hold anymore, how you value yourself, sense of self-worth and security. How do you value yourself, and what do you expect in relationships here? So there could be something about that too. Like, what do you expect in relationships versus how you present and how you show up in life? And that could just be anything, life, work, whatever. But, based on your values, your standards, how do you show up? And how do you allow people to treat you versus how you treat people here with the Six of Pentacles? So expectations could be talking about that. Expectations can cause problems, and the negative sense of expectations, it can cause problems when we set expectations on other people that are unfair. We set unrealistic expectations. So there could be something like that going on, but more so, I see this looks like a very positive reading. So I see more so like expectations of a situation working out. Maybe not go in with such, you know, check, like someone needs to think about what their expectations are. Because there's something here about working on a connection, working on something, making things right, setting realistic expectations too. Something about setting realistic expectations that could have to do with like a project or a plan or a trip as well. So if there's some type of something that's being worked on or planned out, setting like realistic goals or expectations for what's going to happen, how it can work out, that can also bleed into those who are working on a partnership, going to counseling or just working something out, having a conversation with someone about what are the expectations of this connection. Tell us about this Queen of Swords. Tell us about this Queen of Swords, please. I feel like that's just like with kind of with air signs. Some of you are dealing like the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is something here about, they're kind of logical. They might get a lot of attention. They like a lot of attention, or they think you get a lot of attention. So I don't see a lot going on with air signs. But it looks like some of the other signs here are the ones who are really missing you. Capricorn, I feel like there's just some lies here. We have great fortune showing up. So I feel like, if you are the one dealing with like an Aquarius or something where something didn't work out, the Aquarius might have been a player. They like a lot of attention. They're distant. They're cold. Again, this goes back to, up here to the expectations. And what are your expectations from someone who is telling you that or showing you that by their actions that they just like attention? Because there is some type of a lesson and a judgment call here for you to make, or somebody to make, when it comes to someone who's doing that. What messages do we have for Taurus, please? Growth. It says growth is a detox process. It is not a change in partners, but rather a change in perception that will deliver the love that you seek. Right. So there's some type of lesson here too for some of you that's bringing in a lot of growth, and it's bringing in this good fortune here as well. So you could be telling someone as well, you could be cutting someone off that you don't want to work on a situation with because they put you in a situation that made you feel less worthy, that made you feel uncomfortable, that made you feel like you weren't, you know, they didn't step up to the plate. Some of them, a lot of them now are wanting to, or at least try to see if they can get back in or try to do the right thing. But some of you are kind of saying no because there's some kind of lesson here that you've learned. You're making some type of judgment call here about it. And you're not necessarily going after something new. You just have grown. Go ahead and think of a question, Taurus, and let's get an advice card and then we'll do an angel answer card. So, advice for Taurus about the situation, advice or additional messages for Taurus regarding the situation. Five of Fire. So, the Five of Fire talks about competing goals, bothersome details, and possible conflicts with others. So, I feel like that's the overall energy here, where there is something to be worked on. And if you're working with people on things, whenever you're working with someone else, because it is a different person, it is someone else, right? There can be conflicting goals. But I feel like if you have a conversations here that are truthful, that need to be had, it leads to success and victory and cooperation. And it leads to fortune. It leads to something positive. So, it's like how we talk to people. And I feel like there's something here just being fair and balanced, and watching our expectations. So, and when I say watching our expectations, like being aware of what our expectations are. And that could be, again, like having expectations that are unrealistic versus the other side of the spectrum of having kind of low expectations. So where are you in that spectrum? So just remaining fair and balanced with yourself and others. So what is the answer to a lot of Venus energy, but Taurus is ruled by Venus. So it makes sense, but I feel strong Venus energy, which is all about beauty and balance. Think of a question, Taurus, and we'll pull an answer card for Taurus. What is the answer to Taurus's question, please? What is the answer to Taurus's question? All right, we have no. All right, so that is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. You stay blessed, and I will catch you next time. Bye.